What's good, Wolves? Welcome back to another fucking video. It's your boy Cole, and I'm excited today because we're going to be walking through my push day. My workout split is very simple. Push, pull, legs, and then we repeat. Usually after a rest day, but also not really because I train 6 days a week. Resistance training 7 days a week. Boxing, so my body is always pushed to the absolute maximum. And today we're going to walk through everything that I do to build my shoulders, my chest, and a little bit of triceps when it comes down to one of my 2 push days on a weekly basis. Pay attention, buckle in, and if you do not have a current routine already, follow along with me. So right off the bat, I'm just gonna try to warm up my shoulders. Now, is this the most optimal warm up possible? Probably not, but at the end of the day, I'm not really trying to be one of these like wannabe scientific fitness gurus. I know you guys know what I'm talking about right now because if you scour the internet at all you will see is stop doing this, do this, stop doing this, do this, or this isn't optimal, this is optimal. At the end of the day, the entire reason why I'm coming in the gym is to push my body to the absolute maximum. And at the very beginning, I'm just trying to get a little bit of blood to the muscle group that I am training. All right, right off the bat, we're gonna be starting with shoulders, then we're gonna go into chest, then we're gonna end with a little bit of triceps. So I'm not trying to hit like a crazy optimal warm up, and I'm not gonna overthink every exercise. I'm just gonna focus on the basics, and I'm going to make sure that my form is on point throughout every movement. All right, so we are doing push A today because as you guys heard earlier, I have 2 push days on a weekly basis. First, we're going to be doing chest supported dumbbell Y raises. All right, we're aiming from 7 to 10, then 10 to 16. So the first set will be 7 to 10, and then the next will be 10 to 16. All right, our RIR, tempo, rest, and then again, Dylan always leaves in a little notes. Keep chest in a bench drive, hands away and up. So the entire breakdown is situated right here. Again, first 2 exercises are 3, then it will slowly roll into me doing 2 sets per exercise instead of overloading too much. So I'm just gonna start with 20. All right, I'm gonna feel it out. If I feel like it's a little bit too light, then we'll go heavier, but I wanna make sure that we're doing it properly. Also, I'm curious, guys, when it comes down to going to the gym right now, are you a pre-workout person or a not pre-workout person? Tell me in the comments below. You see, for the longest time, I wasn't training with pre-workout. I did when I was younger, but I was like avoiding it for some reason. I don't know why. And then as of recently, again, I'm not sponsored by them at all. I'm just giving them a plug because I think it's amazing. The Bazooka flavored pre-workout by Rise is fucking amazing. Like, my pumps are crazy good. I'm incredibly energized. I feel alert and very aware the entire workout itself. Whatever they're putting in that thing gets me going, all right? Other than I am itchy as shit. It literally feels like I'm gonna rip my skin off of my face. All right, with the beta-alanine, I think it's got like 3,200 milligrams per scoop. My whole body's just like... All right, the next exercise we're gonna roll into is a sternal dumbbell chest press. Simple terms, dumbbell chest press. We're gonna focus on the incline. I'm gonna show you guys how I load the actual dumbbell itself, because a lot of people end up doing it too high or too low, so they either get all tricep or they get front delt, and it's the reason why they aren't able to build their chest and start fucking feeling the contraction. So I'll walk you guys through it. So we're gonna start with 55 pounds. I probably could go heavier. We'll see right after this, because again, we have 3 sets. The first one is to feel it out, actually work through the movement itself. But again, I'm always about form and control over the weight itself. So when it comes down to loading the dumbbell itself, a lot of people will either go here or they'll come like way in here. This is a tricep press. This is a front delt press. You kind of want it right there at like a 45-degree angle. And when you come up and you're coming back down, you want to think about like your arm getting braced on your lat. So you retract your shoulder blades, bring it down. It's like your arm's bracing on your lat as it's dragging down. Also, key mistake that I have made for most of my bodybuilding career is not working on my mobility. So don't make my mistake and go work on your mobility. Stretch, roll out, do whatever you need to do to make sure that you are nimble and flexible. My body is not. So I gotta make up with it a lot when it comes down to chiropractic and massage. because I'm extremely tight on a daily basis. Again, training 6 days a week, resistance training, and boxing 7 days a week. I am putting my body through so much stress, so I'm pushing myself to get better mobility. You should be doing it right now. One thing about owning a gym is that I've become very anal when it comes down to individuals not cleaning up after themselves. Like, I've already not liked it. It's already something that's kind of annoying when you get to a gym and like nobody's cleaning up after themselves, nobody's putting the equipment away, nobody's putting their attachments away. It's already an annoying thing. But when you own the gym, it's like 10 times as annoying. Because not only do I need to go look for things and find things and put things away, but it's like people are just blatantly disrespecting the place that I own, and it drives me mental. So if you're watching this right now, and you're the type of person who doesn't put your weights away, doesn't put your attachments away, doesn't clean up after yourself, I'm looking for you, all right? And one of these days, now we're going into a quote-unquote clavicle chest cable fly. It's just cable flies, guys. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't make it harder on yourself. Starting at 40 pounds, the goal is to take a slight step forward, lean into the weight itself. And again, when it comes down to pressing the movement, we're not coming here with my hands, we're coming here with my bicep. Your entire chest contraction is going to be pushed due to the bicep, not the wrist. So don't be this guy coming here, slow down, chest up, and push the bicep in. And that's what will actually get you a full contraction on the rep itself. I'm not even gonna lie, my chest is probably the weakest part of my entire body. Because for the longest time, I was that bro who would overload my front delt. So everything that I'm teaching you guys today, I'm teaching you based off of experience due to the fact that I would always do it wrong. All right, I was the guy who wouldn't retract my scapula. I was the guy who would always round over my shoulders while doing the rep itself. I was the guy who was benching with my elbows too high. I was the guy who was using my wrist coming together instead of my biceps. So I'm teaching you because I learned the right way. And now I want to walk you down the same path. Don't be that dick bagger. You're gonna have massive front delts and a tiny chest like I not so much have anymore, but I'm getting away from. Now we're rolling into a lateral raise. As you guys can see right off the bat, when it comes down to my push days, is they are pretty evenly split. We start with shoulders, we go into chest, we go back into shoulders, we go into triceps. I'm trying to make sure that we're hitting, all right, the 3 primary push movements on both push days. Because if you can make sure you space out the sets themselves and you train it like 2-3 times a week, that is where like I'll let the optimal fitness gurus tell you that that is best for you. All right, actually getting the stimulus. Doing like 30 sets a fucking day of one exercise it's just not doing anything for you. Hence why our workouts are so quick and so effective, and why I've been able to put on so much size in the small amount of time that I've been like actually seriously training is due to the fact that we're being smart with what we're doing. All right, so now we're gonna be rolling into a cable lateral raise. Now there is a couple ways that you guys can do this. You'll see a lot of people load up the cable itself and then they'll lean like this, all right, or they'll lean against the bar, or they'll pull up the attachment, the swivel, the pulley, whatever you want to break down, and they'll pull it from here. What is most comfortable for me is I just leave it exactly where it is, right above my ankle height. All right, I'll actually lean against the bar because I don't like leaning away. All right, I'm pulling my elbow up to the ceiling and I'm leaning my back up so my chest pops through and we're sitting like this. I'm just trying to feel the side delt the whole time without letting the trap fire. We're gonna do this for 2 sets only. So I'm really focusing in on the tempo and making sure the weight is actually challenging me. we do have 2 tricep movements, but before we move into those, something that is not in the program that I'm about to go do is rear delts, because I have horrible rear delts. They're probably, again, one of my weaker points. I would say chest, rear delts, everything else is great. No, I'm just fucking around. Are like my weaker points, so I want to make sure that I'm consistently training them. All right, just doing a little bit every day, and then on the day that I actually focus on them, which is chest day B or push day B, I really overload the muscle group itself. So when it comes down to your rear delts, guys, a lot of individuals will either put way too much weight on and they won't be able to go far enough to get the contraction, or they won't put enough weight on and they'll end up like fucking pulling all the way back to here. Your rear delt range is gonna be like literally here to here the whole time. And if you could focus on the contraction in there, you're gonna see a way better benefit. My goal with this machine is I don't really like to grab the handles. I just load my hands in and I push with the outside of my wrist, the outside of my palm, and here, right? Elbows in, retract the scapula, right here. Again, rear delts lacked for a very long time because I was just training like a bro, and what you can't see, you don't train that much. So I had lacked like density in my back itself, thickness, girth, whatever word you would like to utilize in my back, and my rear delts weren't developed. So I've now built up a lot of thickness in my back itself. If you guys haven't checked out the back day video, make sure you go do that. But now I gotta make sure that my shoulders are even. Front delts are never trained by me because they're overpowering. So it's lateral and rear every time. All right, now we're going to be doing a dumbbell floor press with a tricep focus. So again, when it comes down to the range itself, how you guys want to think about it is, if I was to just face you right now, anything like in this range right here is going to be tricep. Anything in this range right here is going to be chest. Anything in this range right here is going to be most likely shoulder, all right, when you're pressing itself. So we're going to be doing a tricep floor press with the dumbbells. So I'm going to be loading everything here and pushing up. So yes, it'll have a little bit of chest in it, but we're going to be focusing on overloading the tricep a little bit here. So let's see how it goes. Oh. Getting into these movements is always kind of a bitch. If you didn't know, shameless plug, I have a clothing brand, Amarok Aesthetics. We currently have a yoga line for the women and a sweatsuit that is unisex. This is my logo. Go check it out. Clothing description below. Oh, there's really no safe way that I know to get into this movement. So if you hurt yourself, I'm not liable. Because I still have no idea. I kind of do it wrong. I just kind of like muscle the fucking thing onto my elbows. I don't know if that's the right way to do it. So again, I'm not liable for your shit. All right, so the last like technical upper body movement that we're going to be doing, other than abs at the end, is going to be a single arm tricep kickback on the cable. So again, we're only doing 2 sets. You guys have seen this now. It's a very prominent trend when it comes down to my workouts. I'm not doing 17 fucking sets per exercise. We are warming up properly. I'm getting blood into the muscle itself, and then we are moving through it with proper form. All right, this is how every single fucking workout that I do is structured, because we want to make sure that we get the most out of the workouts themselves. We're not just fucking coming in the gym, fucking 30 sets and then fucking leaving, like 90% of the people that you guys see. So I'm gonna load it up, pull my fucking shoulder back. We're not going from here. I'm pulling my shoulder all the way back, cross body, and I'm gonna pull down. And that's a wrap. So I'm actually not gonna do the GHR sit-up yet. I'm gonna do that after boxing. So again, Monday to Saturday, I do push-pull legs, and then I take Sunday as a rest, guys, usually. Last week, I actually switched it because we had Kirsten's event on Saturday, and it went absolutely amazing. Stay tuned for the vlog. It's gonna be great. And I trained legs yesterday, so I'm going to be doing legs, push-pull, legs, push-pull, and then I'm gonna alter my rest days because at the end of the day, I don't really care when I rest as long as I'm getting one rest day in. And when it comes down to boxing, I like to do my abs after boxing because boxing itself is an ab workout alone. So it's like I'm consistently training it while I'm moving, twisting my body, taking shots, altering my stances, slipping, pulling, and way more. And then I train abs directly afterwards after I'm done my quote-unquote cardio, which is boxing itself. Right now I'm getting an average of 10 to 15,000 steps a day. I'm eating 2,100 calories, and the goal is to cut off as much fat as possible while maintaining as much mass as possible. And then I'll go into a little bit of a build phase. So hopefully you guys like this video. The workout is on the screen if you would like to follow along. Let me know what you would like to see next. And also subscribe to the fucking channel, share this with a friend, and like the video. Peace.